Welcome back, y'all. Today is a beautiful day here. We are in the upper 60s, I think, and very low humidity, so a really nice day. But I think later in the week it's gonna get cooler again, chilly. Today's topic is, can you travel with little money? Let's say $2,000, and that includes the flight ticket. But the short answer is yes, you can. I follow a kid on YouTube, and he often travels around, usually around the States, but one time he got a flight ticket to France, I think Paris. So his budget was about $1,000, out of which 300 went to pay for his flight ticket. What he did was waiting till he got a nice discount, and then basically he used the rest of his money to pay for the everything, expenses. Although he traveled on a bike, so he was traveling on a. He was doing some very, very basic bikepacking, nothing fancy, and I'll see if I can post a link below so you guys can see it. But he was doing it very cheaply, like really cheap, and so he used most of his money to pay for, like I said, the flight ticket, which he got a really nice discount on it. And then what else? Food. Actually, the bike. Buy some bags for transporting stuff. Now, this is not for everybody. Not everybody can travel like that. I personally will, because I like adventure, but it's just not for everybody. But it can be done. It's just you have to be very budget minded. So I should stop here because it's a little bit quieter. So like I said, it's not for everybody, but it can be done, and you don't need a ton of money to do that, and you can stretch your time abroad a lot longer that way, because you're not spending on overpriced Airbnbs, rent, overpriced restaurants and all that stuff. But I think if you travel cheaply, I think it's one of the best ways to experience and enjoy a new place. Because honestly, in my case at least, when I travel in France in a car and spend most of my time in the car and hotels, it just wasn't that fun versus if I have done that on a bike or a motorcycle, because you're not experiencing the place, you're not breathing the air, you're just encased in a vehicle and at hotels, and that's it. If you want to explore mountains and go to the actual mountain, you cannot do that on a car. You can on a bicycle and or a motorcycle. So, and even if you don't want to do that, you can also walk, and maybe taxis, Uber, things like that you can use to move around. But as long as you stay in a small place, then you can walk places very easily, and so that will cut your expenses by a lot. And that's how you do it, guys. I mean, you don't need a lot of money. It's just like I said, your main expense is gonna be your flight ticket, and you can probably cut that in half if you get one-way ticket. Now, some airlines don't let you do that, but if you show a way forward to another place, like another country, you can get away with that. But yeah, there's ways to travel very economically. It's just you have to be a little bit more uncomfortable than you would like to be, unless you like adventure. All right, so I hope you got something out of this. Just wanted to share that you can still travel if you don't have a lot of money, and you can probably broke and still travel if you just save a little bit of money, at least $2,000, and wait for flight discounts. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all on the next one.